All right. Good evening, everyone. This is the February 21st, 2018 meeting of the Auburn Conservation Commission. This meeting is being recorded and can be viewed at the town website, which is auburnguide.com. Before we begin tonight's proceedings, I am required to ask if anyone in the audience is making a recording of this meeting. Okay. There being no indication that anyone is, the first item on tonight's agenda is a 7 p.m. public hearing. Richard Kelly for the Auburn Mall redevelopment, a request to amend an order of conditions. Is there a motion open?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second that.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed to vote? Good evening.
Good evening. Hi. I'm Josh Sperling with Bowler Engineering. Good to see you all again. As the notice indicated, we are back here to discuss some minor modifications to what the mall was nice enough to attempt to secure for us a couple years ago. As a part of the Reliant Medical fit-out of the Macy's space. So on the original plans, there was no work contemplated around this portion of the building. There was a lot more work proposed, like within the 200-foot riverfront area, etc., but nothing within that 100-foot wetland buffer. So that's why we're back here. And this is kind of a blow up of that same area. You can see what we're proposing is pretty
Minor.
de minimis here. We're basically ripping up an old concrete pad and installing a new concrete pad for some of Reliance equipment. And it's only about 60 square feet that's in the 100-foot buffer, and it's 90 feet to the resource area, and it's all paved and curbed, and we're going to install inlet protection measures for the two closest inlets over here. One here, that's shown on the other plan. One here and one here.
Right.
Those are the closest to the work. So we think that should suffice, and we hope you concur.
Okay. Any questions?
I just have a question. What was there?
Please.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
What was there? What was on it? Nothing, just the pad was there. Before you were doing.
Yeah, but I don't know what was on it
Okay.
before.
It was right
It was a
now.
concrete area that was
Okay.
beat up, and yeah, I don't know what it was used for before.
Thank you.
Can you explain why it needs to be extended? Because it does, there, like you indicated, it does encroach somewhat into the buffer zone. Do you know the reason why it has to be extended?
The size of the equipment and the offsets needed from the building,
Okay.
that's the primary reason.
Okay.
Would you like these?
Yes, please. Thank you.
All right. Is there any comment from the audience? There being none, is there a motion to close?
I make a motion that we close the hearing for the Richard Kelly for the Auburn Mall redevelopment, 385 Southwood Street.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second that.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed to vote? Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Good night now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So we have a few minutes before our next public hearing at 7:10. We have some requests for certificate of compliance to consider. The first one were two properties, or maybe even three properties on Prospect Street, JW Land Development. Carolyn and I went out, that was probably, 3 weeks ago now?
Yeah, about that.
And had an opportunity to look at the the completed properties, review the as-built plans, and they appeared to comply with what was submitted to us and also with the original plan. So, is there a motion?
We're going to do it all at one. They were individual filings, so
Right.
should we do them individually?
Individually.
Okay, I make a motion that we give the certificate of compliance for 50 Prospect Street.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed to vote? Okay.
I make a motion that we issue the certificate of compliance for 52 Prospect Street.
All right, is there a second?
I'll second that.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, it's a vote. And finally?
And I make a motion that we issue the certificate of compliance for 128 Prospect Street.
Second that.
All right.
All right, well done.
Thanks, Allison.
Way to slip in there.
Is-
Sometimes you just gotta be quick.
Okay, I'm done
It's
for
true,
now.
you need to write it. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, it's a vote. Okay.
Okay, I have these things to sign. I can tell by the DEP phone number which one it is, so we can just sign them all and I'll
Okay.
You're trustworthy. Send them up at a time, no?
All right, so site visit listed by,
You need to have
Just
a
you
DEA
two?
You need
Yes.
to have a DEA number, I mean, because that signature is pretty tough. That's how they do it down at the other feds.
Really?
okay.
No one recognizes a doctor's signature, so they have a DEA number.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Or they send the shoe with a DEA number, they send it fax it through.
Thank you. 24th is the date, but
Thank you.
Okay. I realize my watch. While we're in Florida. But I don't know if we can go in that. If we want to go in those. So, yeah, we don't, there's a skiing and so.
So you take it down,
I had an opportunity to go by 17 Hilltop Farm Road. You may recall this property was subject to a sale, but it was held up because there was a requirement on the order conditions for an as-built plan. The applicant did submit an as-built plan to us, and I had an opportunity to look at the property and compare it to the as-built. Complies with the as-built. No wetland encroachment, anything of that nature. So, if you are satisfied with my explanation, is there a motion to issue a certificate of compliance
I make a
for
motion.
17 Hilltop Farm Road?
Make a motion, we issue a certificate of compliance for 17 Hilltop Farm Road.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second that.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? It's a vote.
Good job, move tonight, Sheila.
what's that?
Good job, move tonight with paperwork.
Prepared, I think, from before. Well, she'll be happy to get that. Cynthia.
The status of that McDonald's situation is...
Coming up next.
Oh, it is? I'm sorry.
Yep.
Oh,
We're gonna, you know what, I think
sorry.
we'll take up our 7:10 public hearing, and then we can discuss that.
okay. Thank you.
Okay, according to my watch, it is now 7:10. The next item on our agenda is an application by LSS-MA Farms LLC, request for determinations of applicability for lots 3, 4, and 5, and notices of intent for lots 1 and 2, for the installation of a commercial solar collection facility on property located at 476 Leicester Street. Is there a motion open?
So moved?
Is there a second?
Second that?
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed to vote. Mr.
Pedro
Rodriguez,
Rodriguez.
please come in.
Yeah, I brought a PowerPoint presentation on the plan. We were able to put it on the screens. I don't know if we're able to do that here. If not, that's okay.
I think that may be beyond our capability right now.
That's okay. Just
I told you.
Next time, give us advance warning.
Planning board could do that for you.
So I'm just here to give you guys an update on where we stand on the progress, because just today we finished doing the revisions and comments that Graves gave us.
Okay,
And so today we submitted a response to Graves.
Right.
So we didn't want to bring, the plans without having their final decision. So that's where we stand right now. And I also wanted to answer some of the comments that I know that have been raised throughout the hearing. So this has been a quick update. So there are like two main approvals that we need from the town, in general, to get the project into the net metering cap. The first one is the utility approval, which we already obtained back in December 2016. So we're still waiting for the SMART program to be finalized and hopefully commence by May. And we, planning and hoping to have all the approvals by hand so we can get the project in the first block. And then in regards to the municipal approvals, we already obtained the 5 special permits from the CBA, the hearing from the site plan approval from planning board is still ongoing, and same with Conservation Commission.
right. When's
So-
your next hearing with planning?
So our next here with planning is on 27, yeah.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, yeah.
Okay, and so you'll have a
Yes.
final plan submitted to planning board before that meeting.
Yes,
Will you also have a final plans for us?
yes. Our plan is that, because we pretty much addressed all the comments that Graves gave us, so we're expecting to have the okay by the end of the week.
Okay,
And if there are any minor changes, we're able to do it before the meeting. So that's our plan. So hopefully in the next meeting for conservation and planning, we can, make a decision.
well, we can give you an option, I think. We can either continue, since based on scheduling issues, we're going to be meeting next Wednesday anyway, which is our normally scheduled meeting. We could continue this until then, or at your option, we could continue it to the first meeting in March. It's really up to you.
I expect to have, the next meeting, which is next week.
Yes.
If for any reason Graves is not able to give us the okay before Friday, I will let you guys know and we'll continue it. Because we're like kind of in the line right now getting the approvals.
I understand that.
So-
March 14th would be the
Right.
next one then.
Yeah. So
All right, so right now, we have only one meeting, which is at
Correct.
7 PM, right?
Yeah.
And I think that should be pretty quick. So,
I think so.
if I understand you correctly, then you would like to continue this public hearing to 7:10 on February 28th?
yes, that is correct.
Okay,
Hopefully, I can answer some of the other comments
all right.
that we have.
And again, if there's a delay with the plan, or if you feel
Oh,
you
yes,
need
I
more
will.
time, then notify Ms. Conroy,
I'll definitely let
and
you
we'll
know.
continue it.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So, is there a motion?
I make a motion that we continue the requested determination of applicability for lots 3, 4, and 5 on 476 Leicester Street until the 28th of February at 7:10.
Okay, and also the notice of intent.
Yeah, there's 2 notice of
I'm
intents
sorry.
too.
That's okay.
Notice of intent, thank you.
No problem.
It's okay.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second that.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed to vote?
So for some reason, if you can't, we can just
Yeah,
continue it and we'll call it routine. That would be a nice
Perfect.
one.
And can I continue, or if you guys okay? If not, that's okay. We can adjust at the next meeting.
Why don't we do that then?
That's
Okay,
right.
because you'll have the comments back from Graves. we'll have the plans, and then Mr. Shannon, if he has any comments, can also respond at that point.
Perfect, that sounds good.
Okay?
Okay.
All right,
Thank you
very
very
good.
much.
All right, thank you.
So you know we're moving
He's
till
aware
next
of that.
Wednesday. Is that planning board on Tuesday?
Correct.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good night, Pedro.
Good night, thank you.
Good night. Okay.
All right. The last request for certificate of compliance is for 813 Southbridge Street. This is the former McDonald's restaurant that's been converted into, I think, a medical facility. And I had gone out there, and there was some construction debris that had not been removed. Mr. Kravosky came to our last meeting and indicated it would be taken care of. And he sent me copies of images that, in fact, appear to show that it has been taken care of.
He was going to try to get here for 7:30.
I see.
There's no need,
Yeah.
you know,
Geez,
so.
good. I went by.
Okay, let me see. Okay, 13.
Yep. There was still snow.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't see any snow today.
Yeah, he probably took them a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
sure.
date's on there, I think the 20th.
Yep,
Was that just yesterday?
That was yesterday.
whatever.
Before the rain?
That's okay. No, no, that's
So if everyone is
Yeah.
satisfied, is there a motion?
Make a motion, we issue a certificate of compliance for 813 Southbridge Street, former site of McDonald's.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's a vote.
Okay, here she comes.
So much of paperwork.
All these plans for that one little thing?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
All the plans so far.
That one little change. Minor modification to the loading dock.
Oh, that's what this one was, yeah.
Was there some change, was that some underground detention there too? Or was that something that was there? I didn't hear what you said.
No, it's only the loading dock.
Just that
Just the
piece of
dock?
it, yeah.
Okay,
Because it's within, it's buffer zone activity, basically, so.
yeah.
So, is there a motion to amend the order of conditions for the Auburn Mall redevelopment project?
Thank you.
I make a motion that we accept the amendment to the order of conditions for site improvements at 385 Southbridge Street, Auburn Mall.
Okay. I think because we already, the order of conditions that we previously issued, I think encompasses the change that was made. I think the only thing that needs to be done, Sheila, is to incorporate by reference the newest plan.
Yep.
And I
So-
think at that point,
Previously, nothing was happening. Is that what I was getting?
there
in
was
this?
there was
Now
no
there's-
encroachment, correct, on the, I don't know what the orientation is, if it's north or south.
I remember inquiring about that when
So the
they were
only
going
change
to do the theater and everything.
is right
I
there.
asked questions about that.
Yeah, and
It wasn't there before.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
that's-
now
that's
they're
what it
gonna,
was. So that's why
exactly.
he didn't know. And we asked about that. I asked about that. So
Mhm.
they were going to do the other revisions when they were going to.
Digging up some
eliminate the
concrete,
theater
putting
and
some
whatever.
concrete back down.
Exactly.
No real
So apparently
change
it's
anyway.
really an improvement of the existing condition.
Gonna be a generator placed on
I
top
didn't
of
take
it.
it by order.
No, it's just a concrete pad.
That's what it says right here. Proposed generator replaced on 6 to 12 inch high concrete pad for the plans.
I remember looking at that pad. I remember I looked at it. That's such a huge space there.
So
There's no
wherever the
parking
fuel for
on
this
that end,
is,
right?
just- it's probably
Have all that
controlled.
parking on that end. They have all
Yeah,
that
we
too?
actually have, we have a condition that addresses
We
that.
don't have that. They will.
Okay, so there's a motion and there's a second. Is there any discussion?
Just to add the condition about that. Let's see.
I made the motion.
I'm not as familiar with what.
if you look at number 1, under the special order of conditions. So it specifically says that there can be no storage, maintenance, or refueling within the 100-foot buffer zone.
Doesn't look like the generator was going to be within the buffer zone.
I don't think it was either.
Just the edge of that.
Okay. All right, so all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? It's a vote.
Okay, who seconded it?
No one seconded it yet.
Tom did?
Yeah,
Oh,
Tom
thank
did.
you. I'm sorry.
All right, and then we'll just incorporate the new plan
Correct.
with that new amendment.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and I
Still
don't
sign
have
it.
it typed out with the
So how does everyone feel? Do we feel ambitious tonight or not really?
They're real short, they're just like one page.
All right.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
All right, no, that's fine.
We're on a roll.
We are on a roll.
Sure, might as well.
Okay. I like your spirit.
Let's do it. Okay.
Oh, that was a bad
That's
one.
all right, I got it. This was fine.
We're on the 10th, right?
10th? I wasn't there, so does that mean I shouldn't read it?
Well, it means
You can
that
read it.
you can read it, you just can't vote on it. You have to abstain. Um,
7 p.m. or something.
I have no changes to the meeting minutes for January 10th.
I read before too. I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good. You too?
Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve the meeting minutes for January 10th, 2018.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second that.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed?
Abstain.
And abstentions?
Okay. Okay, the 24th. Is that his name is spelled Fassendola? Sheila.
Fassendola, it's like Facendola.
Face, yeah.
I actually remembered his whole name when he came in today to introduce him to Darlene. As he brought all those new plans in and was bringing them down to Graves.
Also, I have no changes for the meeting minutes for January 24th.
Sheila. That's awesome. Wow, that's a double header.
Okay. Does anyone else have any changes?
I don't know if it
I have
would read
none.
better. Pedro Rodriguez stated that engineering is designing the engineering. I don't know.
Where is that?
That would
Say it
be,
again?
So,
I know you are.
about time.
Okay.
The engineering.
just the word "the." I don't know if it the engineering sounds strange to me.
it probably should be the engineer.
The engineer, said the engineer is designing changes that, or maybe it was that engineering.
Well,
That wouldn't be the engineer. Okay.
who designed changes? The engineer would
The
design
engineer
changes?
does them, absolutely.
Okay. So I think just cross out the ing.
Okay.
Anything else?
I don't see.
Okay. In that case, is there a motion to accept the meeting minutes for January 24, 2018 as amended?
I make a motion to accept the minutes, meeting of January 24th as so amended.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, it's a vote.
Good.
If you're interested in going to the MACC meeting, it's coming up
Yeah.
in 2 weeks.
Yeah, wow.
So I think Allison's going to go.
Yeah, okay.
I cannot go.
Okay, I don't know if I'm going either. When's the
I don't know if
deadline?
you can email it in, or, I'll certainly get monies to pay for it. So if you wanted to mail your application in, and then I can,
Oh, I thought I filled it out already.
Oh.
She did, and I actually, I have it. I don't know why I
okay. Well, I
ended up with
wasn't
it.
here, so.
But I'll give it to Sheila. so
Yeah, okay, all
I'll make
right.
sure you get,
Does anyone else want to go?
I cannot go. I have an obligation,
Yeah.
a commitment, I should say.
I may be away that weekend, but I'm thinking about going, so.
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Well, just,
I think mine's gonna
I'll
change.
find out when the deadline is.
please do,
And,
and just shoot me an email.
Yeah.
If there, is there any other business?
I just wanted to say I'm going on vacation, but I will be back for the meeting. I'm leaving the 20th, and I'll be back on the day of the meeting. So I'll be coming to the meeting that night, so I'm
You're going
hoping to get everything out
March
that
20th, is that
Monday.
what you said?
Yes.
March 20th.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. All right, if there's no other business, is there a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second that.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's a vote. All right, thank you, everyone.
Okay.